I'm your host Zen, and welcome to a nightcap where we trade the day's hustle for a brief moment of reflection. Over here, we do things a little differently. My drink of choice tonight, a nice hot cup of peppermint tea. But hey, if you need something a little stronger, remember I won't judge. Now back to my choice of tea, peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is not only refreshing, but it also aids in digestion and is just the right tea before bedtime to help you unwind and prepare for a restful night's sleep. Tonight's episode promises to be a journey of introspection and discovery as we delve into the theme of leaving the familiar behind and bravely venturing into the new. So grab your drink of choice, get comfy, and let's get into it. There's a certain allure to the familiar, isn't there? The comfort of routine, the safety of the known. We find solace in the familiar faces, the familiar places, the familiar rhythms of life. But what happens when that familiar landscape no longer satisfies our soul? When we feel the stirrings of restlessness deep within, beckoning us to explore new horizons. Leaving the familiar is a courageous act, a leap of faith into the unknown. It's a decision fraught with uncertainty, yet pulsating with the promise of adventure. It's a journey of self-discovery, where we confront our fears, test our limits, and ultimately redefine our sense of self. Let's embark on a soulful exploration of the journey from the familiar to the unfamiliar. It's a journey that each of us undertakes at various points in our lives, driven by a myriad of motivations, be it the pursuit of passion, the quest for growth, or simply the desire for change. As I sit here reminiscing on my own moments of departure, I am reminded of the profound sense of liberation that comes from stepping outside the confines of the known. Living behind the safety net of familiarity opens the door to endless possibilities, inviting us to embrace the richness of life and all it has to offer. Yet the journey of leaving the familiar is not without its challenges. It requires us to confront our deepest fears, to grapple with uncertainty, and to navigate the uncharted waters of the unfamiliar. However, it's during those uncomfortable moments that we uncover the genuine extent of our resilience and the limitless scope of our potential. Let me share a personal story, a time in my life when I faced a decision, torn between the comfort of the familiar and the excitement of the unknown. It was a moment of profound introspection, a turning point that would ultimately shape the trajectory of my journey. Filled with both apprehension and optimism, I made the decision to pack up my life and move to a new state, even though I didn't have a job lined up and the prospect of finding a place to live felt uncertain. Relocating to a new state without a job and an uncertain place to live was undoubtedly a risk, but it was a risk worth taking. As I had grown accustomed to the familiarity of my current city and the thought of leaving behind friends, colleagues, and the security of a steady job had filled me with uncertainty. But deep down, I knew that if I wanted to grow, both personally and professionally, I needed to take a leap of faith and step out of my comfort zone. As I packed my belongings and said goodbye to my students and colleagues, I felt a surge of excitement for the journey that lay ahead. It was a leap of faith, fueled by a deep longing for change and a desire to reclaim a sense of purpose and direction in my life. Each step of the process brought its own set of challenges, but I refused to let fear hold me back. Yes, there were moments of doubt and uncertainty along the way, but I held on to the belief that taking this leap of faith would ultimately lead me to where I was meant to be. In those moments of doubt and fear, I leaned on my loved ones for support and found strength in the perseverance I had developed throughout my teaching career. And with each passing day, I began to find my footing, carving out a new path for myself, and rediscovering a sense of purpose at my new school. Looking back on that decision now, I am filled with gratitude for the courage I summoned to make such a bold move. It opened doors to new opportunities, allowed me to grow in ways I never thought possible, and reaffirmed my belief in the power of following your heart, even when the path ahead is unclear. So as we draw near to the end of tonight's episode, I leave you with this thought. Embrace the journey of leaving the familiar, for it is a journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. Trust in the wisdom of your heart and let it guide you toward the new horizons that await. And remember that the path less traveled may be daunting, but it is also where the magic happens, where dreams take flight and destinies are forged. Dare to venture beyond the familiar and embrace the infinite possibilities that await you in the great unknown. So until next time, take care, and may you find the courage to leave behind the familiar and embark on the adventure of a lifetime. Good night, and thanks again for joining me in A Nightcap.